last day in Costa Rica today. We're travelling around about 450 k's today. We're trying to get up to Boca del Toro in Panama. Road's been really good actually. We've already done almost 200 kilometres and it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. We had an early start.
The moment all of your injuries have recovered enough that you've stopped taking anti-inflammatories, and the moment you start to think that it's all worth the effort and that you might like the riding, is the moment the road turns back into shit. So we're in Costa Rica, crossing the border. It was like all of a sudden everything is, you just see the wealth everywhere. The roads are better, the houses, there's advertising and signs. And I thought, oh, the roads will be fine for the rest of the trip. No worries. Nah. Come up to the cloud forest and I guess we're lucky it's not raining, because otherwise the roads would just be a mud wash gravel thing. But I can't really complain. I mean, if I was in a car or anything else, it'd be just not a worry. But as it is, I'm scared again. And this close to the end, with only one more border crossing, it's crazy. I'm still not used to it. But anyway, the view is lovely. Hopefully the forest is. Hopefully we see a sloth and it's all worth the effort.
Costa Rica has been an amazing country. It has got beautiful rainforests right down to the beaches. There's so many animals and national parks. It's just quite a different country than the rest of the countries so far that we've visited. I love the fact that they've got 34 national parks, and I think it's something like about 28% or something in national parks or parkland. And when you're riding through the country, you really do notice the difference. It really is a rich experience riding through Costa Rica, and have really enjoyed it. It's probably been my favourite country to ride through, just because it's lush, it's green, and the wildlife is just everywhere.
Just tucking away the paperwork now from our final border crossing, Costa Rica to Panama. Pretty rapt that it's done. This one took, I don't even know, maybe 3.5 hours. Because we arrived just on lunch, so that added a whole extra hour while we just sat there while they ate their lunch, and the queue of truckers built up around us. So yeah, well, border crossings, very interesting. Learned a lot. Don't really need to do them again though.
Bit of a shame, don't really want this to finish really, but at the same time it'd be nice to get on and do something else. But yeah, loving the bikes. A bit of a love-hate relationship, but more often than not, the freedom that it gives you is just amazing. You can travel so much distance in such a short period of time, and I think you can just get more out of your day, because you're not waiting for transport at all, and you get somewhere in one day where it might take your public transport 2 days. So, Panama, here we come. Just finished driving 430 k's today, and we're hoping to get to Boca del Toro tomorrow. And we arrived in town, and a couple of guys said, look, we can take you on a water taxi, and that's a water taxi just there, and they're going to take bikes as well. So pretty good. We get to Bocas tonight, which will be nice, and I think this is going to be a very interesting experience. We may lose the bikes at the bottom of the river here, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. What could possibly go wrong? say this 10 years later, as it has almost taken this amount of time to have forgotten all of the daily struggles and for those to be replaced with nothing but good memories and laughter. This trip started with an off-the-cuff comment that once we had visited Cuba, we should ride motorbikes through Central America. It was meant to be a joke, but Jen said yes, partly because I think she has trouble saying no. The only glaring issue was we didn't ride motorbikes and Jen didn't even have a licence. I didn't fare much better as my experience was limited to riding 10 kilometres a week to yoga on Costanza, our Vespa. Within 9 months, Jen got her licence, a departure date set, a route planned and logistics sorted. The bikes suitably named Gonzalez and Rodriguez were purchased in Belize from Emma at Motorbike Rentals and Alternative Adventures at a fair price that I thought we would spend on transport anyway. The way I saw it, Gonzalez and Rodriguez would allow us freedom that nothing else could. The thinking was sound, but the application of the concept flawed. Jen and I hadn't ridden manual bikes. Unfazed because we didn't know what we didn't know, Emma gave us a lesson and we were on our way. Just. The only issue, Jen could barely touch the ground when seated on the bike. The bike had to be on flat ground and only then, with pointed toes, was she good to go. This proved to be a sticking point of the trip, as even coming to a stop when not on flat ground was challenging. At one point in Guatemala, we came around a blind corner on a hill and were stopped by 4 guys with their machetes. The demands were simple enough, a bit of money and then we could get on our way. Not unlike a toll road. The only issue is that during this encounter, Jen couldn't get the bike started again due to the rough terrain and slope. In broken Spanish, I said to the men that she needs help, and they all pushed her up the hill until she got going. Yes, I should have filmed it, but more to the point, with service like that, I should have paid them more. It was the nicest robbery we've ever had. So what happened to Gonzalez and Rodriguez? Well, the plan was to give them away to someone that we thought would need them. This proved to be harder than we thought, as people understandably were sceptical. So we went to plan B. We turned up to the nicest hotel in Bocas de Toro and asked the front desk how many nights accommodation can we get for a bike. Gonzalez was traded for 4 nights accommodation and Rodriguez the next day was traded for 10 dives from the local dive centre. We hope that Gonzalez and Rodriguez are still going strong.